Alrighty guys, in this video we're going to talk about this recent new famous panel that everyone is talking about right now. I'm going to share some theories basically, and I would like you guys to let me know what you think of these theories. Now, before we get into it, real quick, if you guys can give me 100 likes to show me that you are interested in this idea of mine, then I'm going to go back and reread all of One Piece. Alright? And I want to do like per arc, I want to do like a review, a detailed review on everything that I noticed in the arc. Everything important in the arc, everything that I enjoyed or did not enjoy in the arc. Basically just a review per arc. This is a big deal because One Piece is very long. So if I can get 100 likes to show that this would be an idea that I can put time and effort into that would also pay off, then we're going to do that. But right now, we're going to focus on this, right? So let's get into it. First of all, Oda set this up from the very start because Roger started the Great Pirate Era so that people would learn how to live on the water. He literally, like, this is why he made people go out and become pirates in the first place, because he knew the world was going to sink. What do you think about that? I think that makes a lot of sense. Now, these will get a little more crazy as we go further into this. I think this one could just be, you know, very much speculation, but I think it's plausible, alright? Now, Rayleigh, listen, you can't make this up. Rayleigh started coding ships because he knew that ships were gonna need that kind of protection when the sinking of the world occurs. Okay? It makes sense. Why else would someone like him, the right-hand man of the Pirate King, start a coding business? It doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Until you think about that. Like, dude, it's insane. It's insane, but it gets crazier, okay? It gets crazier. Now, a character that we also meet very early on is Crocus. He was also on the crew of Roger, the first Pirate King. And guess what? His whale Aboon has a whole living centrum inside of him, right? It's insane. Why would he do this if he doesn't live in it, right? Obviously because he knows the world is going to sink. So let's go live inside his giant creature pet, you know? Why not, right? Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Now what you see here is that everyone that's being talked about here was a part of Roger's crew, and he is the only one, of course, who made it to Lovetail. He's the only one who probably knows this truth because of going there, as well as his crew, of course, right? That's why this all has to do with them. Shanks, for example, was also there. Shanks created a whole crew of non-Devil Fruit users, and he himself has always stayed a non-Devil Fruit user. Why would he do this, since Devil Fruits are so powerful? Other than the fact that he and his crew will be able to survive much easier when the world sinks, right? Next up, Celestial Dragons, the elite, the rich, inside of One Piece. We kind of assumed, at least I did, that these are some silly spacesuits. But what if they're actually diving suits? Right? Think about it. What if these are diving suits? Because obviously the elite would know if the world is going to sink, or maybe if they even are the cause of the world sinking soon, right? Who knows? Zonisha and the island of Zo on his back. I can imagine that when the world sinks, the water is still not going to get up that high that Zo would be in trouble. So what if this is gonna, like, what if Zo is gonna be like where the Devil Fruit users, or by then the remaining Devil Fruit users, are gonna be able to live, right? Think about it, think about it. Now, the Fishmen, alright, the Fishman race. Why were they oppressed? The only thing that really would make sense for this is that if the world sinks, then Fishmen would be in control. They would have the upper hand over any other race. That's why they were oppressed, so that they can't control everything once the world sinks. The elite would never allow that, by the way. So that could only, you know, that could be the meaning behind the racism, basically, right? Now, King is a Lunarian, right? What if his race was killed because the world sinking into the ocean wouldn't matter to these guys since they literally have wings. They can fly, right? It wouldn't matter to them. So they would also get an upper hand if that happens. So that's a possible reason why his race was killed off, right? Now, this next one, the last one, is the craziest to me personally because I've always thought about Sanji and his dream to reach the All Blue. But from what we know about the One Piece world, there is no All Blue. Even the characters, they don't know where All Blue would be. But what if All Blue is simply not a sea, a place that exists right now? What if it exists when the world sinks? Because if the world sinks, all of the seas would come together, and that would create literally the All Blue. It all makes sense. Oda is a freaking masterpiece in world building. I can't believe that he's still he manages to catch us off guard after this many years. You know what I mean? It's just really intense. But yeah, I'm focusing mostly on gaming videos right now. But if you guys liked this video, please enjoy future videos like the ones I'm planning about reading. I'm also planning some AMVs, so look forward to that, some One Piece AMVs. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed. Try to get up to 100 likes and I'll do a rereading of One Piece. Comment what you think about these theories or what your own theory is. And subscribe while you're at it. Why not? It's free. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.